heard all of this before. But to hopefully underscore the seriousness with which I personally take this challenge, I want to delve into a major topic of importance to all of us. Any discussion of the Commonwealth's budget situation would be incomplete without addressing the issue of mandates. This is especially true in light of the current state of our economy. I've done a little research, and in total, Virginia localities operate under the weight of 597 separate federal and state mandates. Federal mandates such as the Homeland Security Act, No Child Left Behind, Individuals with Disability Act, account for about 1/5 of the mandates on Virginia localities. The remaining state mandates, about 470 in all, are administered by various executive branch agencies. Hopefully, changes next year in Congress will mean more attention is going to be paid to federal mandate on states and localities. Regardless, 470 state mandates provide an opportunity to review and possibly eliminate outdated or unnecessary ones. My colleagues and I in the House recognize that certain funded mandates actually do aid in the efficient delivery of key government services to citizens throughout the Commonwealth. For example, mandates supportive of K-12 education services provide forward-looking investments in both our children and the ongoing prosperity of our communities. And a large number of the 470 state mandates fall into this educational category. But while certain mandates can be helpful to the efficient administration of government, others can be superfluous at best and destructive at worst. Mandates that waste taxpayers' dollars and government resources must be subject to review and elimination where appropriate. I, like you, recognize the need to evaluate and eliminate needless mandates. This is a policy area that merits our attention in the upcoming session. The 5-member gubernatorially appointed Commission on Local Government catalogs and reviews the assessments of agencies for all federal and state mandates imposed on localities. The Commission then advises the Governor and the General Assembly. Since 2000, the review of mandates has led to the suggested striking of 2 mandates. One involves space requirements for social service agencies, and the other revolves around the reporting requirements for out-of-state prisoners. But neither has been eliminated. I'm told it's because once the Commission recommends something, it's then up to the responsible state agencies, in these 2 instances, the Virginia Department of Social Services and the Department of Corrections, to pursue the matter, either internally within the executive branch or through legislative process. For illustrative purposes, let's focus just a moment on the compulsory mandate from the Virginia Department of Social Services. In August 4th of this year, presentation to the Intergovernmental Relations Committee of the Governor's Reform Commission, Susan Williams told us that this mandate requires local service agencies, local social service agencies, to conform to policies on office space and facilities set centrally by the division. And the Department of Social Services itself has recommended that this office space mandate be eliminated. They made that recommendation in 2006, 4 years ago. The requirements established in 1977, they said, are obsolete, archaic, and no longer applicable to current business processing. What do you think? Does eliminating this outdated state mandate in the 2011 session make sense? I've asked one of my members to work to make that happen, and I know I can count on VACO's support in making real progress in eliminating this mandate. Here's another obstacle to eliminating mandates that I've discovered. In 2007, Governor Kane issued Executive Order 58 that established new procedures for the assessment and cataloging of mandates. Because of Executive Order 58, the Commission now no longer assesses existing mandates, only new or modified ones. Frankly, I'm not sure that makes sense. During these tough economic and budget times, it behooves us to always be thinking about the size, scope, and cost of government. Starting now, we can and we must work together to do more to make mandate elimination a priority. I usually have somebody in the audience that I got primed to clap at appropriate times. I forgot, but thank you. I'm also heartened that Governor McDonald shares my interest in government reform, including and especially in the area of mandates. It makes sense to have state agencies justify the continuation of a mandate and to determine its relative value to the output required. That's why I'm confident. I'm confident that the way mandates are reviewed and assessed will be changed for the better in the near future. Pursuing the goal of reviewing and eliminating mandates will build up more trust and stronger relationships between local and state government. Better still, we're going to be able to responsibly remove specific mandates, like the social services one, that hinder government efficiency, cost scarce dollars, and fail to adequately serve the real needs of the citizens and the taxpayers. Outdated and unnecessary mandates represent only one major hurdle to the governing and administration of what Mr. Jefferson often called a wise and frugal government. Forward-looking solutions also are needed to improve the efficiency, the effectiveness, and the competitiveness of Virginia and its diverse regions and localities. Like VACO and others, my colleagues and I want Virginia to remain the best managed state in the nation. And citizens that we represent want to have their government run as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Virginian local governments long have been recognized for sound management and efforts to improve efficiency and effectiveness. But I've long believed in and have tried to champion a broad-based effort to continually improve Virginia state government. Like the Boy Scouts that are here this morning, I want to make the best even better. My priorities include not only improving the delivery of government services, maximizing the return of taxpayer investments, and minimizing the cost of government wherever possible, but also asking the key question, is government helping or is government hindering Virginia's economic process? That's important because a vibrant, healthy, and growing economy is what provides good jobs and economic security for families, profits for businesses, and stable revenues for government-provided services. Given rapidly escalating costs and slowly growing resources, I'm increasingly aware of the belief that we ought to explore outside-the-box thinking to accelerate and to broaden the government improvement process. Is the current locality-by-locality and agency-by-agency approach optimal in the complexity of government services and policy objectives? Is there a better way or a stronger, more durable framework to address what is important and what are the important intergovernmental issues? I'll be the first to admit I don't have all or even some of the answers. But one area that strikes me and others as promising for exploration is increased regional activities. They could provide solutions to some of the financial and practical issues that keep government from functioning at maximum efficiency. Here again, Governor McDonald and other government and business leaders are doing some great work to position Virginia for a more prosperous future. And VACO should remain an active participant in this ongoing work. Through the Governor's Government Reform and Restructuring Commission, we are focusing on developing structure.